Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me, Amanda T, here on Create Your Future. I'm very grateful you're here. I have a wonderful video for you today on, I guess, scripting. I guess we'll say it's a scripting video. Once upon a time, I had some, sorry, there's something popping up on my screen. There we go. Once upon a time, I had some real limiting beliefs about something I wanted. And it was such a little thing, I couldn't believe that I wasn't getting it. So I wanted SP to send me a text, and not just any text. It had to be a picture text, and there had to be something in that picture. This was several years ago, and I was really having a hard time with something I considered so simple. Every time I tried to visualize it, it was just like roadblocks all the way. That can't happen because of this, or that's not going to happen because of that. And I was like, why am I in traffic up here? That was really bothersome. So then I would try to affirm for it. The assault that came from that was so not worth it. I have not experienced something like that in my life. It was just, I don't know. I was very low energy, I guess. I guess I could say vibes, but I kind of feel like it's more energy because I'm kind of a upbeat, high energy person, and I was not feeling it. I was not feeling good. I was not having results. And every time I would try to affirm, it was just, oh, the negative limiting beliefs of all. And I was just like, it was really starting to eat at me. So I turned to my old buddy scripting. I love scripting. Now I do actually keep these notebooks like all over my house. I used to separate them based on the affirmation or what it was for or who it was for. Like I have some for family members. I have some for SPs. I have one for me. Now, sometimes I kind of write it down just like if I'm in the mood for it, like, oh, let's do some scripting tonight. But this was my sort of experiment. So you guys, this is a smiley face for you. This is 27 pages. That's it. I would not do them all front to back. Sometimes I would if, I started to feel good, and I would not wait, just keep going. I literally wrote the date. Like I wrote the date, and I wrote the, day 1, day 2, day 3 and stuff like that. Sometimes I think there were a few days where I did take a break, but I scripted for 27 days and I got the text message, the very one I wanted, with the picture, with the things in the picture. And I was so happy. I really hope that when I say 27 days that you all grasp onto that, and it's a really short amount of time, and get excited and think about the things you're going to do. But I also don't want anyone to get discouraged. Sometimes it takes 13 days. Sometimes it takes 45 days. It can depend on the goal. It can depend on the limiting belief. But all I knew is that I'm a creator and I have complete faith in the law. So if I say I want this text message and I say it out loud and I write it down and I think it one way or another, it's coming. But I was blocked, found door number 3. Third beautiful little method. And here's kind of how I would go. First, I would start with how much I love myself and how amazing I am. I am so beautiful. I am so productive. I have so much energy. I have such a great sense of humor. I really enjoy being around people. I can be introverted. I can be extroverted. All the things. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Just get yourself excited about yourself. Love the things that you love about yourself. Part 2 of that is then I have SP. You could do this with jobs too. Like if you want a job, like I have this skill, I have that skill, blah, blah, blah. And then the boss, but in this case, it was my SP. I have the merit. So my SP loves that I'm a homebody, but also really fun if we go out. My SP loves that I have a great sense of humor. My SP loves that I'm beautiful. My SP loves that I'm so playful, whatever I said. So I had it merit. And at this point, I'm starting to feel pretty good. I'm like, oh, that all sounds good. That seems right? And then I got into what I wanted. So actually, let me back up just a slight here. Then I would get into around the topic, actually, because I have some of my old ones here. And I would start saying, like, SP loves texting me. SP always texts me. SP sent me this picture. SP sent me this picture with this thing. And then about 3 times I would write SP sent me, or SP is going to send me this particular picture with this particular thing. I don't think I wrote particular, I might have written particular, but SP sends me a picture of this thing, yada, yada, yada. And then sometimes I even celebrate it while I'm scripting. You can look, well, you can't, but if I look through my old notes, like there's smiley faces, there's little comments where I wrote, yay, or I'm so happy. I celebrate it right there in the moment because time does not exist and they can't make you feel anything. So it's all coming from here anyways. It just happened. Woohoo, party, party. Anyways, and then I would go on. So, oh, excuse me. I would write about 3 times that I had this thing, that I got this thing, because it was nothing else that I was writing was actually being limited at the time. It was just this particular thing that I was struggling with. So I wrote that one about 3 times. And then I would then go into, once again, about how much SP loves kind of. So we were texting, but I wanted it to, how do I say this? It wasn't the end. Like it wasn't then, and then SP and I go get married or something like that. That wouldn't match. It didn't go. That is something that people are working on. That is the end. But for what I was particularly doing, I just needed to round things up in a bow. Silly Amanda. Anywho, I needed to just kind of tie it into a nice little bow and wrap my package and be done with it. So then what I would say is, you know, just along the same lines. I can't really remember what I did for a text at that time, but SP loves texting me this. SP and I talk about this thing, yada, yada, yada. I kept it within the realm of what it was about. And I did that for 27 days. That felt like a very long time. And to some people, that can feel like a very long time. Depending on what you want, it can be a very short amount of time. Depending on what you're limited in, that can be life-changing. So I did my little experiment. I received success. I will tell you, I did not continue to have that success. When I stopped, the limiting beliefs came back. I had to start again. If you have deep limiting beliefs about anything, about yourself, SP, how you work, what people think about you, your reputation, so to speak, your character, write it out. You want family dynamics to change, write it out. And I would actually write, there's some things that I have now, I'm doing a new experiment because I consider myself a little bit of a experimenter with this stuff. I'm going to keep going for longer with certain things, and I know it'll shift and I know it'll change. And I'd like to see the permanence of it. So this could have been a permanent thing. Easy. But I dropped it once I got it because I got my woohoo, I got my dopamine hit, and then I was done with it, right? But if you are a person that is struggling and you're trying to keep a relationship going and you're trying to turn it around, or maybe, you want the big promotion and you need work to see you a certain way, just keep going. Just script every single day and watch how your life changes before your eyes. I want to end on this great quote by Usain Bolt. And he says, I ran 4 years. I trained for 4 years to run for 4 seconds. I love that. That's discipline. That's mental diet. That's a gold medal, right? If you want the life of your dreams, you can have it. Anything you want. I intend that this video helps everyone. I love you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.